Hi everyone, thanks for watching my Module 6 Capstone Inquiry Activity video. So my activity is to investigate what variables and forces impact how far a projectile will fly using the materials of a file folder, tape, scissors, which is not included there, marshmallow, and baking flour to use as to reduce the friction. The students are going to create a tube out of the file folder to shoot the marshmallow out of, and they're going to choose some questions to investigate in terms of that. And this is adapted from an activity called Marshmallow Puff Tube that I found in an earlier module. This activity aligns with the STEM practice of science integrating technology, engineering, and mathematics. Although the focus is mainly on science, we'll touch on those other areas. It definitely hits the 5 tenets of inquiry that we talked about in one of the previous modules. Students will develop scientifically oriented questions, give priority to evidence they collect, have to come up with an explanation for their evidence, evaluate their evidence in terms of alternate explanations, and at the end, I would ask them to create a presentation to talk about their explanation. I would put this as the highest level of inquiry or an open inquiry because, as you'll see as we go through, students are going to make all the decisions. So let's take a look at the activity. The first step is to develop those scientific questions. So the students are going to develop those. I would ask them to brainstorm first, thinking about shooting a marshmallow out of a tube. What are some factors or variables that might impact them? From that, I would ask them in teams to develop 3 research or scientific questions and then choose one they want to focus on. For me, I decided to focus on how does the placement of an object in a tube impact how far it can be projected. So my next step was to build the tube, and this is kind of where the engineering part came in. I did create a couple prototypes before I found one that I thought was the most successful at shooting a marshmallow out of a tube, and to do that I did have to cut a rectangle out of the file folder. You can also see that I marked 3 centimeter marks on the tube so that I could know where to place the marshmallow as I tested shooting it out. A marshmallow back here at the 27 would have to travel the whole way through the tube before it exited out. Here's how I set up the experiment using the guide that I will also post on the discussion board. I identified independent variables, dependent variables, constants, and procedures. And you can see that I have my tape measure taped out on my table here to do the activity. Here are the results I got as I went through and actually completed this. I went through first and completed 1 trial run for each of the distances and realized that I thought I was going to need some more data. So I went back through and did it 2 more times. There were a couple data points that I thought were interesting or didn't seem to fit. So I went back and tested those again and attributed that to not keeping all of my constants in control for that trial. I took all my data and used some technology to analyze it a little bit. Here I have a data table in Google Doc or Google Sheets, and then I turned it into a chart. And from this chart, I'm able to see the trend that in general, the longer the marshmallow stays in the tube, the farther it travels. And my possible explanation for this is that it has time to gain more speed before the force of the tube holding up the marshmallow is removed. In evaluating my experiment, which is a key tenet of inquiry, it was hard to keep the force on the marshmallow, my breath, consistent. It's difficult to do this by myself. I really needed another team member to help keep things in control and get accurate measurements. My tube started to wear out, so I would consider using a more durable material. And it was difficult to make sure the marshmallow was placed the exact same way in the tube every time and make sure it was aligned at the correct starting position. So things I might account for in a future experiment. New learnings. After doing some research, I realized that this has something to do with Newton's second law and unbalanced forces. Essentially, as I thought, the more time the marshmallow spent in the tube, the unbalanced force of my air, my breath going through the tube, is impacting the exit velocity because there's nothing opposing that air as there is once the marshmallow leaves the tube. Finally, I would ask students to create some new questions. 2 new questions that I came up with is there a minimum force that's required to project an object out of a tube? And what is the relationship between force and the distance the force is applied for future experiment? Thanks for watching my video, and here are my references.